Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mabinogi. I realized I had forgotten to do the intro salute there. So, Merlin, Professor J, and Starlet. Probably one of my favorite characters right here, Starlet. Hey Serene, what are you doing here? Want a picnic? No need for sarcasm, Merlin. Oh, Professor, I'm not being sarcastic at all. I love being dragged out here for practically no reason. Merlin, I'm just trying to say. Merlin? Fine, never mind. I know it's a shot in the dark, but it's too important to give up hope. I know that, but I'm frustrated. Maybe you should come back after they've worked this out. Or maybe I'll just go talk to Starlet right away. Sorry, Serene, what's going on? While Merlin and Professor J discuss things, you tell Starlet about the woman at LB Dungeon. She immediately gives you a startled look. That's not supposed to look like that, but okay. How do you know about that? You realize even Merlin and Professor J have now gone silent. What you saw wasn't a dream or an illusion. It was something that really happened. But it was a long time ago. How in the world were you able to see it? Why, I think what you experienced might be connected to our investigation. Starlet, don't drag Serene into this. It's our problem. Maybe not. Can't you feel the energy coming off Serene? It's what we've been looking for. Huh? What energy? Professor, why did you say that? You let the cat out of the bag. You're supposed to be keeping its existence a secret? And there's no way one of them is inside Serene. Wait. I do feel it in Serene. Merlin's expression turns to one of shock. Serene, do you live with a slaw? A slaw? How did you end up with such a horrible parasite? I've not met anyone powerful enough to detect me in quite some time. That's the slaw speaking there. How'd you end up with such a horrible parasite? Surely you're not going to try to grow it. What do you mean? What? Grow a slaw? Serene, I don't think you know what you're dealing with. Here, take this. I can definitely feel a slaw's energy in you, but I truly don't know how it's happened. If you place that item on the LB Dungeon altar, you'll see for yourself what it means to be bound to a slaw. Merlin, you'll send our friend into a panic with those words. But you do have a point. Serene, just do as he says, then you'll understand. Seems the only way forward is to visit LB Dungeon again. With the old tassel. Alright, well, back to LB Dungeon we go then. Let's go ahead and run on over to LB Dungeon. But yes, we have a slaw inside of us. And in case you're wondering, well, how did the slaw get in you? What the heck is a slaw? I am pretty sure they answered that in the quest line. But basically, it's just like an evil parasite entity thing. It's not fun to have. So, but you'll understand a bit more as we go along. I'm just getting some quick training in here with these foxes as we go. Because hey, if I can rank either of these skills, that would be great. And the control click there that I'm doing, the normal attack there, that is the Dorcha Snatch itself. So, you can see I'm getting Dorcha Snatch skill down here. And that's why. That fox glitched out, I guess? Oh, nope. That's the disconnect. One moment. Alright. So I have no idea what happened. But I didn't get disconnected. All of the whole game actually fully just crashed. Also, I'm a little sad because as it crashed, I was seeing Klextroll over here say something, and now Klextroll is not here. But it was kind of funny. He's like, my animals, my foxes. I was like, lols. Let's just go ahead and perfect train that, just because it's super easy to do that. Same with this. It does me absolutely no good to perfect train, but let's do it anyway. So, HP, Dex, and Luck. By the way, if you want Luck, Chain Slash, amazing for Luck. Do I have any holy water? I do not. I'm going to bless my Chain Slash. and I don't have any holy water with which to do so. So, rip. That means my chain slash is going to be losing durability quickly. Already, well, actually, it's still 15 out of 15, so there's that. Alright, so we have this old tassel. Let's go ahead and drop that. Everything around you dissolves. Unfortunately, that which you seek is not here. I see. I'm sorry I once again sent you on a fool's errand, Starlet. It's fine. This is obviously very important to you. After all, we're friends, are we not? Thank you. Always. Should we go back? I think the other two already left. Starlet's such a good person. She's so understanding. I'm just thinking right now about how you've been so understanding so many times, Starlet. I really admit... What? Don't you wish you could be like her? A good person. Oh no, please don't let it happen again. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. You can ignore me, but you can't ignore the Fomor blood in your veins. Oh dear. No, don't let it have control. Give up already. Let your true desires take over. Don't let it win. Focus, Starlet is right here. She's proof that there's good in the world. But then, there's so much more evil. Why should I fight for good if it's a losing battle? Why should I try to be good myself? Why should I care who gets hurt? Aaron, what are you mumbling to yourself about? Let's get out of here. Wait, what's wrong? Aaron? Can you hear me? She's annoying and noisy. Get rid of that woman. Yep. Look at this. This is what it's like to have a slaw. Bam! Stop! Starlet! It's Merlin and Professor J. Aaron, what have you done? Merlin, that's not Aaron. Starlet, are you alright? Are you hurt? Stay back. Merlin and I will put a stop to this. If only you had better control over the slaw. Oh no, that was Aaron actually, like thinking that. Something to that effect anyway. Oh, that was Chain Burst. I don't actually... So, I have a lot of skills here that I don't know what are because I haven't gotten that far in the Chain Slash, like actually getting the skills. Now I have you. Critical hit. Aaron, please. I don't want to hurt you. We must find a way to calm her, or she will be completely taken over by the slaw. You wish not for the first time that you weren't half Fomor. Come on, Aaron, wake up. Maybe with all the Fomor attacks, maybe this was their plan all along. Should have figured that out. What's wrong with us? Guys, I think Aaron's trying to say something. I'm sorry. You need Bakram. Do you hear that? The question is, are they her words, or are the slaws? Or the slaws. You can't trust anything she says, not until we get the real Aaron back. You're right, we need to revert her to original form at all costs. But how? Aaron! I'm sorry. Suddenly you're surrounded by darkness. This must be the end of the memory. You should go see what Merlin has to say about this. Quest objectives for Whispering Voice complete. And Missing Link is our current thing. Yeah, so that was the dungeon quest is what that was. So... Slaw. So yeah, that's what a slaw is basically. It's a Fomor parasite, which if you guys haven't become familiar with the term Fomor, I will be a little surprised, just because like it's used so much. But it's basically, you know, the monsters, demons, evil creatures, yada yada. And she's, Erin is half Fomor, as it's stated there. And so she's basically got a slaw in her. It's what, like, gives her, like, Fomor outside, basically. And it's not fun, and you now have one too. But where did you get it from is the question. Hey, there's Klextrol. Was it Klextrol? Yeah, Klextrol. Alright, the missing link. Talk to Merlin. So you saw it. Her name is Erin. Long ago she was one of us. She was a chain slasher who drew power from a spirit called the Slaw that was inside her. But the Slaw was challenging to control, even for her. As you saw, wielding the Slaw's power is dangerous. I can feel that same energy in you. If you heard a disembodied voice lately, that's the Slaw. Erin heard it too. Be careful, when you use the Slaw's power, it's truly a double-edged sword. The stronger it gets, the more it controls you. Erin always resisted that power, but even she was eventually swallowed by that darkness. So it's not your fault. Nothing we could have done. It was so difficult for her. Because she was half Fomor? What? Serene, how'd you know Erin was half Fomor? You're supposed to be the only ones who know. I heard her thoughts in the memory. The Slaw said so in the memory. Heard her thoughts in the memory. And what are you thinking? Carefully explain that you heard a voice in your mind. You're hearing other voices too? What does it matter? I'm haunted by that day Erin transformed. It must have been excruciating for her. Her screams. Remember something you heard in Erin's thoughts. She mentioned a force that might help her resist. What was it that could be used to resist the Slaw? Twirin, Bakram, or Twirnan? Bakram. Bakram. Not heard that word in a while. You could only know if you really did hear her thoughts. How fascinating. How'd you hear her? Whenever one of us has gone inside the memory, we never heard her thoughts. Perhaps the shared energy grants you more insight. But how? Merlin, we already know how to find out. As the realization hits them, they nod to each other. Serene, can you talk to her as she is now? I know it seems a bit strange to you, but, well, see for yourself and you'll understand. This might work, but we'll have to explain later. Head to the front of Piaka Dungeon for now. I'll be waiting. Wings of the Blue Goddess, Piaka Dungeon entrance. Alright. Let's head over to Piaka Dungeon. Just gonna go ahead and grab the moon gate over here, just in case I haven't already. I don't remember if I've done this yet or not. Yeah, looks like I've gone in and hit all the moon gates already. So, that's nice. Oh, by the way, here's Tory Ravine. That's open now. That was blocked off originally. It was just a foggy area down here. But now Tory Ravine is revealed, and there's a new spot over here, which is unknown. Probably Gen 25. But Tory Ravine was added in Gen 24, so... I'm still hoping that one day they'll go in and add the last area of Iria here, which is this side. This is Solea. Like, this whole area of the Solea area here just has not been added. Same with Erin's Gorge up here. I'm hoping that one day they'll finish freaking, giving us the rest of Iria. I don't know if it was planned to during Saga, because some of that, some of Iria is used in, a lot of Iria is used in Saga, but some of this, Solea and stuff like that is used for the first time in Saga, story-wise. So I don't know if they had been planned to be added, but then they didn't add them, or what. You go into the Solea underground, but you never go to Solea itself, so, during Saga. So, or maybe it's before that? I don't remember. Do I need to complete the quest first? That's what I need to do. But here's Piaka. That is the goddess statue for Piaka. It is freaking-normous. So, but it is also, the single hardest biggest dungeon in the game, so it's got like 10 floors and a bunch of other stuff. It's nuts. You're here. Good. This is going to be difficult. Merlin, we better explain what's going on here. I'm sorry you had to come all the way out here, but it's the only way we could know for sure. The memory you saw, well, after that, barely managed to calm her down. Maybe a great mage, but I'm just not experienced with that kind of power. In the end, Erin made her decision. That decision meant we could never speak of her or her power ever again. We tried every option we could think of, but in the end none of us had the knowledge or strength to help her. We can't change the past. What we need from you is simple. Go see Erin directly. If you could understand her in that memory, then I think you have a shot at helping her now. I'm ready. Here, take this. To protect Erin, I've set up magical barriers in a secret location. This will get you past them. Place it on the Piaka dungeon altar. Now go. Mystic Pass. Special pass that allows just one person to travel to where Erin is sealed. What would happen if you offered this at the altar of the Piaka dungeon? Okay, thank you for that game. I love it when it does that. Just puts me in darkness. Alright, this is going to be our first glimpse of what Piaka looks like. And I think this is actually Piaka Abyss that this cutscene takes place in. Because regular Piaka looks like your ordinary dungeon. This is what Piaka Abyss dungeons look like. These gigantic freaking rooms like this. Like, holy crap. Look at this. Like, this is why Piaka Abyss is so difficult, because look at this space here, and think of just how many enemies you could fill in this space. Yeah, that's how many enemies there are in this dungeon. Okay, this was not letting me walk there for some reason. That was weird. Let's talk to everybody first. This place is the same as ever. It's a secure space of my own devising. I've created several contraptions to keep it safe. It's been some time since I've been here. Seems there are mixed emotions about the crystal. Why not take a closer look? You gingerly lay a hand on the smooth surface of the crystal. It's cold to the touch. Huh? Blood-chilling power radiates from the crystal, seeps into your fingers. It's so cold, you're almost shivering. The cold envelops your whole body. There's no escape. Who are you? Huh? You can just hear a faint voice calling out. It feels as if someone is reaching out to you from inside the crystal. Tell me, who are you? This time the intent is clear. Someone is waiting for your reply. What should you do? Tell her your name. Serene, what a unique name. This place. The image of Erin slumbering within the crystal forms in your mind. It comes to you like the echo of a distant dream. Her eyes, two different colors, suddenly lock on you. You. How did you... There she is. There's Erin. Jerk your hand back from the crystal, flinching in shock. You experience a sense of being dragged up from the depths of the ocean as you regain consciousness. You open your eyes to find yourself surrounded by the worried expressions of the three ace heroes. Serene, are you okay? What happened? Are you sick? After you touched the crystal, it started glowing. Did you have a vision? What did you see? A quick glance at the crystal reveals that Erin is still asleep asleep inside. You compose yourself and explain. I see. Erin's power is coming from her slaw. That's why I thought someone who also had one might be able to contact her. Seems the hypothesis was correct. How I wish I could also talk to her. But all we could do was watch you. Professor J grazes the surface of the crystal with his fingertip, but nothing happens. It didn't respond to me either. Erin created this with her own power, so its mana is entirely different from mine. Seems this crystal only responds to you, Serene. The slaw's power residing in you resonates with the crystal. What would happen if you touched it again? Place your hand on the crystal again. Strange force, chilly as a crystal surface, invades your body. I apologize for earlier. I was surprised. I didn't think it was possible for someone to contact me. The voice echoes within you. It's akin to telepathic connection. Telepathy? Yes, you could call it that. Suppose you're the only one who can talk to me like this. Pity. I haven't formally introduced myself. I'm Aaron. I was once a friend. To those three, who now call you companion. Speaking with someone, after not speaking for so long. It's strange. Serene? I have so many questions. How did you come here? Why are you able to communicate with me? And more importantly, what is your relationship with Merlin, Silent, and Professor J? You also carry a slaw inside you. But your power is unstable. You cannot leave it in that state. It's too dangerous. It could turn on you. Yes, I can explain more later. If you're friends with Merlin, then you must be worthy of trust. Aaron pauses, deep in thought. We should handle urgent matters first. If we continue this way, your consciousness may become overwhelmed by the slaw. I'll teach you how to control it for now. Close your eyes for a moment. You soon find yourself standing in an empty space. There she is! There's Aaron all the way over there. Aaron stands before you. Surprised? Thought perhaps we could communicate through the slaw. Transferred some of my slaw's power to you. Lo and behold, it's allowed us to sink deeper into our own minds. This is how truly evolved creatures like us communicate. What you perceive as my body is not my body, for I'm still sealed inside the crystal, of course. She sure seems calm for having been trapped for such a long time. You still don't understand what the slaw is, do you? Slaw is a sort of negative spirit that leeches harmful emotions from enemies. Emotions like fear, depression, rage. Collectively, they're called Dorcha. The slaw feasts on these emotions to unleash powerful attacks against enemies. If you deal a normal attack with a chain blade, you will leech Dorcha from the struck enemy. You can see the amount of Dorcha you've leeched in the gauge to the left. Be sure to keep an eye on it during battle. The trade-off is, if you continue leeching Dorcha, you could eventually be consumed by the slaw. Her happy expression flickers to one of sadness for just a moment. All this time I thought I was the only one. It's fascinating to meet another like me. Why don't we start with how to get Dorcha? If you hit an enemy with a chain blade, you'll leech the Dorcha you need for more attacks. Pretty simple, right? Chain blade is already in your hand. But remember, once you stop resonating with the crystal, the chain blade will disappear. Try leeching 10 Dorcha by attacking enemies. Grr, grr, grr. Build more Dorcha by landing more attacks. Leech more Dorcha. So this is our actual tutorial section. So Runestone acts as a conduit for the Dorcha you leech from enemies whenever you use the chain blade. Well then, now you know how to leech Dorcha, yes? Again, Dorcha is built from the enemy's negative energy. Your body can only handle so much at one time. Once you reach your limit, you'll need to consume it with a skill. The Runestone embedded in the chain blade helps you leech Dorcha and consume Dorcha, and controls the Dorcha's overall flow. It's imperative that you not break it. Now, try the Chain and Impale skill using Dorcha. You'll learn the basics of controlling the slaw if you practice leeching and consuming Dorcha. Chain Impale targets nearby enemies and pierces them right through. Try it for yourself. Press F1 to use Chain Impale. You'll notice that doesn't give me a, hey, hit this combo. To have potential after all. Excellent! Practice makes perfect. Hey, you learned pretty quickly. You already know how to leech Dorcha and placate the slaw. So let's put everything together now. And remember, you'll only use Chain Impale after you leech enough Dorcha. Then use everything you've learned. Defeat the enemies using everything you've learned. Chain Impale. It can take a little bit to prep each skill, unfortunately, but it's alright. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more Dorcha. You can see the Dorcha gauge at the very top, showing remarkable control. Not bad, you learn fast. Just tell me, are you the newest member of the Ace Heroes? No, I wish. Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I am. Glad to speak with a kindred spirit, so to speak. You explained everything that's transpired up to now, that actually hasn't transpired in the story yet. Erin's eyes sparkle with amusement as you speak. She seems genuinely happy to hear your stories of Erin. I see. Milishan. You think you can accomplish what I could not? Erin stares at you, daring you to answer. Well, I've been awake for some time. I've grown very tired with all the excitement. Perhaps we can meet again soon. Now then. The air begins to shift and swirl around you. There's not a lot I can do in my sealed state. I have so little energy. Well, you know how to use Dorcha, even if it is only the basics. That should keep you safe for now. So much more I want to know, but communicating like this is taxing for me. Could you please find me again soon? So much more I could teach you about controlling the slaw. Please tell the others about me. Oh, and one more thing. Could you ask Merlin if the advice I gave him is working out? I've always been curious. Okay, I finally reached my limit now. That was nice. Never thought I'd speak to anyone again. It was refreshing. As you release your hold on the crystal, you hear Erin mutter something unintelligible. You drag yourself back to reality, and you can sense that the crystal's power is spent. You'll have to wait before you can contact Erin again. Talk to Merlin. What if I talk to Starlet instead? Talk to Merlin. Alright. How did it go? Could you hear Erin's voice? What can you tell us? As you explain how the power of the slaw linked you, Merlin grows more and more skeptical. It's quite surprising, actually. Are you sure? All we saw was you holding the crystal with your eyes closed. Think you were able to talk to her. What did she say? I can only imagine how trapped she must feel. If only we could get her out of there. How did Erin look? Their concern for Erin is touching, and you feel compelled to share everything you can with them. She told you to come back, but she doesn't plan to be sealed forever, does she? Sealed as she was for so long, it's surprising. She managed to maintain her calm demeanor. Everything went according to plan. She was able to withstand the slaw and maintain her consciousness. And she's returned to sleep since your conversation? She said the crystal would limit her power. It must have taken everything she had to speak with you. But she asked you to return to her, which means you may be able to help free her from the seal. I think you might be right, Starlet. There's no way to know for sure, but if Erin asked that of you, then there may be hope for her after all. And I'm sure she wouldn't want Serene to suffer the same fate she did. And that must be why she taught you how to control the slaw. Let's go. We can come back the next time we need to talk to Erin. There's so many things I wish I could say to Erin right now. Starlet gazes at you with envious eyes. What happened all those years ago? What was it Erin wanted to ask Merlin? Oh yeah, ask about the advice Merlin got. Merlin immediately begins coughing and sputtering in surprise. What advice? What are you talking about? Well, Merlin certainly got flustered in a hurry. What kind of advice was that? What's wrong, Merlin? Erin gave you advice? Yeah, but it's nothing. How can I put this? We talked about, the future of the Aces. Things like that. That doesn't seem like nothing. Let's talk about it later. Anyway, Serene, I'm glad you spoke with Erin. That's proof that she's really awakened. Merlin leans in to speak to you in a confidential whisper. She didn't, share anything untoward, right? It's a bit of an embarrassing subject for me. It's clear he's uncomfortable about the topic. Erin might be able to shed some light on the matter once she reawakens. Merlin. Him and his advice from Erin. I love it. Yay! Gain the knowledge of Dorcha Mastery. Yay! So now we can actually gain Dorcha up here with our Dorcha meter, which I'm actually going to shrink down in size. I always just kind of put the torture meter up here. So you have to complete the Moon Shadow in order to actually gain torture mastery. Right now it's at Novice. But, look at that. Chain Impale. We got it. Our first actual chain slash ability. Since this is just the chain blade mastery and the regular chain slash attack. So, chain slash, Blood of the Fomor. Serene, must thank you for communicating with Erin on our behalf. I'm certainly surprised you can do so while she's sealed, but we're all grateful. She's important to us. Hey, there's a cute little picture of them. We met her a long time ago. She had a powerful and practical approach to everything she did. We grew to depend on her. Maybe too much. It didn't matter how many mistakes I made. Erin was always at my side helping me. She was like a big sister I could always depend on. Also, can we just say that, can I just say, Starlet is, my favorite out of the aces. She really is. She's seriously amazing. She's waifu material, I would say. So, but yes, now, if you haven't caught on yet, Erin is one of the aces. What are the aces? That's actually not something that's even touched on until Iria Saga 2, the 18th generation. So, we'll get to that eventually. Eventually. It didn't matter how many mistakes... Oh, I read that one. I could always depend on her. She's like a big sister to me. We had to respect her decision to seal herself. And maybe now you can help us find another solution. After all this time, we have another chance. Serene, please continue training with her so that eventually you'll be able to control the Slaw's power. You'll find Erin waiting where we sealed her. I will go now. To go where she is, take this pass, and drop it on the Piarka dungeon altar. If you lose it, just talk to me again. Yay, another Mystic Pass. Alright. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end off this episode here. Next episode, we'll talk to Erin again. Maybe we'll find out a little bit more of who she is and what her connection with the three aces, because there's three of them out there. There are 6 aces if you count Erin. So, but we haven't met them yet. I think we do throughout this whole story. But yeah, we'll meet them we'll meet all of them eventually. So, but yeah, there's 6 aces. So, with that, I hope you've enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe. Check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. That way you can get caught up on any of the episodes you might have missed. And with that, I will see you all next time. See you later. Oh my god, that's cute.